There is a single mistake that decides the price of everything you will ever want. And you make it with your face, before you say a word. You let them see how much you want it. The job you were desperate for. The person whose attention you were starving for. The deal you could not afford to lose. In the exact moment your wanting became visible, something shifted in the room, and not in your favor. The other side felt it, the way an animal feels fear across a field. And from that moment, they were no longer dealing with you. They were dealing with your need. They set the price. They set the pace. They held the leash, and you handed it to them, freely, because you could not hide the hunger in your eyes. Tonight, you learn to take the leash back. Understand first what visible desire actually is, in the cold physics of power. Desire, seen, is information, the most valuable information you possess about yourself. It tells the other person exactly what you can be moved by, exactly how far you will bend, exactly what it will cost to make you act against your own interest. A person who knows what you want knows where your strings are attached. And strings that can be seen will be pulled. Not always cruelly, but always, because that is simply what human beings do with leverage once they discover it exists. This is why the moment you reveal how much you want something, you have already begun to lose it. Visible wanting does 4 things, and each one weakens you. It sets your price. The more you obviously want it, the more the other side knows they can charge, in money, in dignity, in concession. It kills your patience. The eager cannot wait, and whoever cannot wait can be forced into bad terms simply by delay. It signals desperation, and desperation, in any exchange, reads as low value, because the mind assumes that what is chased must be worth chasing and what chases must be worth little. And it makes you biteable. Once they know your hunger, they can dangle the thing in front of you and watch you jump, again and again, on command. The tragedy is that wanting itself is not the problem. Desire is the engine of everything you will ever build. The problem is the broadcast. The problem is a face that announces its hunger, a voice that leaks its eagerness, a body that leans in too far, too soon. You are allowed to want with everything in you. You are not allowed to let it show, not until showing it costs you nothing. Machiavelli would understand this discipline completely, because he lived among men whose survival depended on it. Woven through his study of power is a hard truth about human beings. They are moved by their appetites, and they are managed by whoever understands those appetites better than they do. He watched princes destroyed not by stronger enemies, but by their own visible wants, the ambition they could not conceal, the prize they reached for too openly, the hunger a rival read and used to lead him into ruin. The lesson is simple, and it is old. A desire revealed is a weapon handed to whoever is watching. In the spirit of Machiavelli, power belongs to whoever governs 4 territories. Perception, how much need you appear to carry, which should be almost none. Timing, when you allow your interest to surface, which is late, and on your terms. Information, the true depth of your wanting, which is a secret held behind the eyes. And emotion, the composure that lets you sit beside the thing you crave without your hands reaching for it. Master these 4, and a strange inversion occurs. The one who appears to need nothing negotiates from above everyone who needs something. He is the calm buyer in a room of anxious sellers. He is the one who can walk away, and the one who can walk away sets every term that matters. Watch how this law governs the rooms of your real life. In any negotiation, the party who visibly needs the deal has already lost it. The eager buyer who cannot hide his excitement pays more. The desperate seller who cannot conceal his urgency takes less. The one who says, with a calm face, that this is fine but not necessary, that he has other options, that he can wait, holds a power the numbers cannot show. Often he does not even have to speak it. His composure speaks it for him. And the other side, reading that composure, quietly improves their offer to keep him at the table. In dating and attraction, this is almost brutally visible. The person who reveals the full weight of their interest in the first days, the constant reaching, the eager availability, the intensity offered before it was earned, watches the attraction cool in real time. Not because their feeling was wrong, but because visible hunger reads as low value, and the human mind is wired to want what does not obviously want it back. The one who is warm but unhurried, interested but not starving, who can enjoy the connection without needing it to become everything tonight, carries a gravity that no amount of pursuit can manufacture. This is not a game. It is the simple truth that desire, when it stops being desperate, becomes magnetic. In your career, the employee who makes his hunger for the promotion too obvious hands his manager a lever, and levers get pulled, more work extracted, more patience assumed, the reward always just ahead, because they can see how badly he wants it and they know he will wait for it forever. The one whose competence is visible but whose desperation is not, who performs excellently while remaining quietly willing to leave, is handled with care. Not because he threatened anyone. Because they cannot read his ceiling, and what cannot be read cannot be exploited. In money and in buying, the moment a salesman sees your eyes light up, the price in his mind rises. In friendships and in asking, the one who too obviously needs the favor, the invitation, the inclusion, quietly lowers his standing, because need repels while self-sufficiency attracts. And in the pursuit of status itself, the person who visibly craves the room's approval never receives it, while the one who seems indifferent to it becomes the one the room turns toward. Across every arena, the pattern is identical. Visible wanting lowers you. Concealed wanting, backed by real capacity, raises you. Why does the human mind work this way? Because of a law older than markets. What is scarce is valued, and what is eager is assumed abundant. When you visibly want something, you signal that you have less power in the exchange, and the mind of the other person adjusts automatically. They relax, they assume the advantage, they raise their price because they sense you will pay it. When you appear not to need the thing, you signal scarcity of your own attention, and scarcity commands value. There is a deeper psychology beneath this, too. The person who does not visibly need the outcome is demonstrating something rare and magnetic, self-possession. He is showing that his center does not depend on getting this. And a person whose center is his own cannot be controlled through his wants, because you cannot pull a leash that is not attached to anything. And here is the part that turns this from strategy into freedom. Concealing your desire is not only a move against other people, it is a discipline that transforms you. The moment you learn to want something fully and hold it without desperation, you have separated two things most people fuse together their entire lives, wanting and needing. Wanting is power, it drives, it builds, it fuels. Needing is weakness, it grasps, it panics, it surrenders terms. The one who has pulled these apart can pursue anything without being enslaved by it. He can lose the deal and stay whole. He can be rejected and remain steady. He can walk away from the thing he craves, and that ability to walk away is the single most powerful position a human being can occupy in any exchange. So here is the discipline, woven into the way you move. Do not show eagerness. When you feel the surge of wanting rise into your face, your voice, your posture, catch it, and hold it behind a calm surface. Feel it fully on the inside. Show almost nothing on the outside. The gap between what you feel and what you reveal is exactly the size of your power. Never let your face set the price. In any moment where value is being decided, understand that your visible reaction is part of the negotiation. The lit-up eyes, the too quick yes, the audible relief, each one moves the price against you. Keep your reactions level, especially when you want to celebrate. The composure is worth more than the celebration. Stay willing to walk away, and mean it. This is the foundation beneath all the rest. The willingness to lose the thing is what gives you power over the thing. Cultivate real options, real alternatives, a real life outside this one outcome, because a person with somewhere else to go cannot be cornered, and everyone can feel who can be cornered and who cannot. Separate wanting from needing, deliberately, in your own mind. Before you enter any room where something matters, remind yourself, I want this, fully, and I do not need it to be whole. Say it until it is true. That single internal shift changes your entire presence, and others read the change before you speak. Act on your desire, but do not perform it. There is a difference between pursuing something with quiet, relentless action and announcing how much you want it. Move toward the thing, work for the thing, but let your wanting live in your actions, in the dark, not in your declarations. Let desire be fuel, burn privately, never a flag waved for everyone to see. And pursue quietly, so that when you finally reach for the thing, no one saw the wanting build. The reach appears calm, almost casual, and calm reaching is far more powerful than desperate grasping, because it signals a man who could take it or leave it, and the world always gives more to the one who could leave it. Now understand what stands at the end of this discipline, because the world will misread it and you must not. The person who has mastered his visible desire is not cold. He is not empty. He is not a man who wants nothing. That man is dead inside, and dead men build nothing. He is the opposite, a man who wants deeply, burns fiercely, and reveals none of it until the fire can no longer be used against him. His calm is not the calm of indifference. It is the calm of control, desire held in the hand instead of desire holding the man. And this is what makes him ungovernable. He cannot be baited, because the hook has nothing to catch on. He cannot be rushed, because his patience is real, not performed. He cannot be priced, because no one can read how much the thing is worth to him. He cannot be controlled through his wants, because he has taken the one thing others need in order to control him, the sight of his hunger, and hidden it completely. He gets more of what he wants than the desperate ever will, precisely because he stopped letting the world see him want it. This was always the secret. The prize does not go to the one who wants it most. It goes to the one who reveals it least. The world rushes toward the calm, the composed, the seemingly indifferent, and it exploits the eager, the obvious, the openly hungry. You were never wrong to want. You were only wrong to let it show. So want everything. Burn for it in private. Move toward it with quiet, relentless discipline. But keep the leash in your own hand, where no one else can reach it, and let the world wonder whether you want anything at all. If this lesson spoke to you, stay with the Machiavellian mind. Because the world can only pull you by what you visibly want. Reveal nothing, and you become impossible to move.